Uh-oh. What do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? We got some more tea of Thirst Trapping by yours truly, Myron Gaines. You see this? Myron Gaines from the Fresh and Fit podcast. This is Gaines right here. Feel me? See that? Yeah, Myron Gaines allegedly, let's say allegedly, has been thirst trapping another woman who's actually trying to get her nerves clean and basically trying to get her mind right, you know, and say in the highest decorum. So let's go watch this clip of the alleged thirst trapping that is taking place. Basically trying to go at a very young fitness woman. And she's very strong. She's very in shape, by the way. Take note of that. Damn.
Hold to read.
Damn.
Thirsty.
Thirsty ass motherfucker.
Thirsty.
Myron, you playing with food.
Obey your thirst.
Boy, I tell you. This is Anakin fitness situation all over again. You know, when Myron don't even get his own fucking way, you know, he clearly acts up and he starts whining, bitching, and literally acts a fool, man. That's him. And he run his show basically with like a bunch of women, literally like low class, you know, spewing to them about game and, you know, hardcore self-proclaimed alpha male, red pill rag, whatever the fuck
Alpha
it is.
male.
You get homeboy them and command respect from the room, as well as some other two motherfuckers. Right? So, I tell you this, man. Homeboy gotta obey his thirst.
Obey your thirst.
Obeying his thirst. Ladies and gentlemen, you are dealing with another example of a certified leftover man, right? In Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit, right? And how did I get the term leftover man? I basically derived from Kevin Samuel's theory, leftover women, which I am currently challenging all of his points on the leftover women, not only just the leftover women, but also leftover people. You will see, you already just saw the first part just came out like a few hours ago just now on the podcast. Link's going to be in the description down below if you want to just like listen and check it out. Whatever is like comfortable with you guys. But now, I got another example of a leftover man here. And he goes by the name of Myron Gaines, a.k.a. Unplugged Fitness, a.k.a. Amru Fiddle. New Britain, Connecticut native, you know. Former Homeland Security agent, you know, got his hairline restored, you know, in the hopes to try to up his knots count. You know, dealing with SIGs. You know what I'm saying? You know, self-proclaimed alpha male with 8 properties that he deals with, knowing that he professionally triggers allegedly SJ dubs. Look at homeboy, right? Homeboy really actually doing this thing, you know, getting himself moisturized, if you will, you know, getting himself for the thirst trap, you know, and trying to attract as many ladies as not to count. But yet you got all the success on Heat and Rage, but yet you're not actually showing yourself in humility, right? And it's kind of odd to actually see like why Myron Gaines is clearly a leftover man. And I got these definitions right here. And the definition that I listed as leftover: someone who is bitter and arrogant for no reason or for a just reason. Someone who's deeply traumatized and is unwilling to heal or not found the right source to heal. Someone who is filled with pure and righteousness hatred. Someone who sets up a false criminal allegation. Someone who murders unjustly. Someone who assists in covering for the murder of the abuser. someone who intensely attacks to bodily harm, someone who abuses psychologically or physically, someone who has multiple kids by multiple partners. I'm gonna get to that in another video. Someone whose deep insecurities literally take over their daily routine, and someone who is unwilling to improve and evolve themselves on all angles, and no, you can't please fully everyone. And Myron has the first one, the second one, because we don't know where the trauma actually came from, with him actually being like all necessarily like all roided up and jacked up and losing his mind for no reason. And more than likely the second to last one, which is what I see in him. And this is coming from a dude who underwent therapy when he was very young, dealing with a learning disability. All right? Now, getting back with him, right? Why you see like a lot of women, especially basically the ones that are very intellectual and, some of them are managers, have the very good degrees and not really OnlyFans models. Why are they actually taken aback and spooked by somebody like him and Fresh, and they don't even want to bother coming to their podcast? And we will figure out why, right? So let's go to the channel of Fresh and Fit, right? Go over there, see what they got. Let me try to pause the stuff that they have here while they handle business. And let's look at the videos that they have played thus forth. They got Money Monday, Womanizer Wednesday, Fitness Friday, 3 nights a week, live 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and all these other podcasts, whatever it may be. And they proclaim themselves to literally be the number one male self-improvement podcast in the world.
Alpha
male. But yet they don't have any other sources that actually back up their claim. They don't have any sources from the New York Times, Men's Health, Philadelphia Inquirer, LA Times, even in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whatnot. Huffington Post is definitely another one. Other can be Black Enterprise. Never even heard much from them. Yahoo. Or what else? AOL. World Star. Where they get their sources from. It's not actually posted up. Oh, look at the About section just to make sure they have any sources. Saying that you're the number one men's podcast in the world, but yet there's no actual sources that actually literally back those things up on hand, right? So let's see if we go to the top male podcasts in the world, basically on what they claim, just to try and dig up in here. And they got the podcast series, man, from sources all over the world, and this is what they see here. Basically all the stuff, and Joe Rogan is actually one of the top male podcasts in the world, based on all the top theses with all the mainstream stuff you see here. I could scroll all the way down, and it doesn't show anything that deals with Fresh and Fit, if you will, right? You don't see him there. I go here, and this place from another one. You can actually go look him up and source him. Shout out to Sam Brinson, by the way, for the article. And it basically talks about affiliate links on where their source is located. So if we scroll down here, right, all the rails that they deal with in the podcast, they got all these top male podcasts that's showing up here. Tim Ferriss and This Guy's Personal Opinion is actually one of the top male podcasts in the world. Based on what they've seen, this is what they actually are going up against, if I'm not mistaken, right? Dallas Project is another one. Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast, a comedian there. Going on Foul Mouth Rants, I could be explicit as well. You can still be high according towards certain people, but ain't nothing wrong using explicit name language every now and then. He's got to know how to communicate. All these things you've seen, Joshua Sigafuss, Philosophize This, Men in Blazers. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but y'all get my point. You can go look at the site, right? It's funny that you claim that you're the number one male self-improvement podcast in the world. No stats to back it up, right? Go to the videos here. They talk about all these things, but if you go by which is the most popular, right? You got Frank Castle's all over there saying women becoming slowly masculine. You got celebrity coming by. And you look at like all the subtitles they have up in the front, right? This clip that you see on the right, where I got my little mouse up here, and I want to thoroughly apologize to the woman that actually watched this in advance and know where I try to demean and degrade. I'm actually trying to actually quote something to try and prove a point on like what this man is all about. One title says you got no brains, right? Quotes. One title quotes you cheating. One title quotes she got mad, right? Answer this uncomfortable truth based on the title here. And we go down there, kicking out another Frank Castle. This happened. Title saying strong, independent. I know me personally. I know I'm not with the whole thing, but I understand. You know, you gotta try and make sure you're self-sufficient. This one say you're fat is all your fault. I could understand that part. One says she wouldn't listen. One saying discussing trading women. One clip says what's up 304s. One say this offends women. And you got title saying, oh, bimbo friend, part of my language, right? Saying wanna fuck and all that stuff. Scrolling all this stuff. Oh, saying, oh, sex ruins you. Right? You scroll all the way down. All these little tiles that y'all see here. All the Frank Castles and everything. Right? I could go all the way. The presence is real, which is a damn bold-faced lie. It's more complicated than you think. Right? Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to dig all the way down. One here. One here. And if I could type the word, let me make one quick movement here. Scroll this down here so that people will know. And I'm going to basically type the word, get everything down. 1 second. There we go. We're going to type. Sorry for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. We type in the word bimbo, right? Boom. 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 Uh-oh. 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 And you wonder why a lot of women actually cite the podcast as toxic, misogynistic. Look at the titles that you see here. And look at the attitudes that actually try to force like literally a narrative and how they communicate with women, calling them any types of names, actually yelling them any given kind of way, and actually instead of actually coming by and cordially trying to kick them out quietly while the show actually runs smoothly, them literally acting a fool, them literally going crazy just for like another viral moment and clicks and views. You are dealing with hardcore professional clout chasers that are looking to get like a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? And note this one here. Homeboy got this little gun out here, while the other guy, Allende, shout out to Homeboy, had got no gun. He wanted to try and challenge him to like a fist pumping match. Yet he pulled out the gun. Yet most of the women that are up in that podcast literally dipped out of the room, and some of them ended up went with Allende. You know what I'm saying?
Alpha male.
Silly, silly, silly. And I could go down on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why. Another one right there. And you wonder why a lot of women are literally triggered by this high price sicko, right? Or even you calling that this high price like Sambo mentality dude of a man, right? Coming by saying he's like some alpha male, but yet he's literally like all testing angry for no freaking reason at all. When shit don't go his way, and he comes and tries to dominate his pseudo alpha is, right? So this is like one quick example. I'm going to edit that. I'm going to go dig into further detail when it comes to the leftover man. And I'm up in this little fickle myself that I'm trying to work to get out of. So I'm basically going to actually try to spit some game and give you guys some tips and pointers on not to try to make the same mistakes that I have made in the past. And I'm still learning now. So we're going to grow together. We're going to make sure that we learn from all these crazy issues that's been going on and not make mistakes like this young fool right here.
Obey your
because
thirst.
This dude is clearly like one thirsty, salty,
Obey your thirst.
You know what I mean? That don't even know how to actually deal with his trauma, actually handle his trauma the proper way, or try to learn how to handle basic social cues to handle himself in literally that matter. And he's literally hosting a podcast with like a room full of women. And had it not been for those girls, They wouldn't be getting those leads with their little calls and their little consulting gigs and their little game leads, DMs on the man, whatever the fuck it is, and all the real estate bullshit they got. Take away the woman they up in their podcast, their business would be literally shit. You feel me? With that being said, y'all like the video, y'all comment, subscribe. We'll start this however you want to, however y'all want. You know, this is Chris and Paul from the Nerd Chronicles up in YouTube signing out. Bob Chronicles up by Anchor, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts out. And he is gone. Deuces.